Hey homies, welcome back to another Dirtbag review. So today, we're gonna cover a pretty cool movie, came out in 2005. It's called The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, homies. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you right now, please like, share, and subscribe. Share with your friends because sharing is caring. Don't forget to hit the like, the bell, all that stuff, you know what I mean? That way you guys are let know whenever I upload, you know what I mean? And I'm sorry I've been gone for a while, you know, it's just lots of stuff going on, you know, but I'm back now. So let's go ahead and enjoy. Let me go ahead and play you a little clip from the movie that I find interesting, and then we'll go ahead and talk about this movie. My mustache is all messed up. Oh well. All right. So anyway, don't forget your handy towel, and I'll see you guys on the other side of the clip, all right? So here we go.
Wow, is this gonna happen every time we hit that button?
Very probably, yes.
Ah, I think the Earthman's about to be sick.
Whoa, do it in the trash can, Eggman. This ship's brand new.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on.
We have normality.
Did it work? Who is that? So anyway, this movie came out in 2005. Like I said, it's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I really enjoy this movie. I think it was a pretty good adaptation of the book that was written by Douglas Adams. So anyway, the movie is directed by Garth Jennings, and it is narrated by Stephen Fry, who also does the voiceover for whenever they do the guide, you know, for the actual guide, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So anyway, this movie stars Martin Freeman as Arthur Dent, and we pick up with him. They're trying to demolish his house, you know, and he's laying down in front of a bulldozer to try to prevent them from running over his house, you know. When Mos Def, who plays Ford Prefect, shows up with a ton of beer, he's like, hey, you guys party down. He's like, hey, dude, like, your home's about to be destroyed. And he's like, I know. He's like, how did you know? And he's like, oh, wait a minute. He sees the equipment, but what Ford Prefect knows is that there's actually a Vogon destruction fleet showing up to destroy the Earth, because there's gonna be a intergalactic bypass going through where Earth is, you know. So we also have flashbacks to when Arthur meets Trillian, which is Trish originally, but she changes it to Trillian, but it's played by the lovely Zooey Deschanel, and he's pining for her, you know, but he thinks that he's never gonna see her again because his planet's been destroyed. What he doesn't know is that the whole time, her and Zaphod Beeblebrox are hanging out in the Heart of Gold, which is this new experimental ship that can jump through all realities using the improbability drive, which is really insane, really neat. I like how they did the way that they jump through space, because basically it takes every possible avenue and you pop up wherever you're gonna go, you know. So it's faster than light travel, which is really cool, but it messes with reality for a certain amount of time, at which point they have to reestablish normality. All right, with great effects, you know. One of my favorite ones is where they all turn into yarn. That one's so cool. But anyway, so Sam Rockwell plays Zaphod Beeblebrox. You messed that up. Zaphod Beeblebrox. There you go. So anyway, he's the president of the galaxy, and he's also kind of dumb, and he's the reason why Earth got blown up, because he signed off on the going ahead to do that, which really pisses off Trillian, and Martin or Arthur's pretty upset about it too, you know. But basically he gets threatened by Zaphod that if he tells anybody, or he tells Trill, he's gonna kill him, you know. So Martin's not the bravest of souls, let's just say, you know. He's a real average, run-of-the-mill kind of guy, you know. So anyway, upon being captured, upon leaving Earth by hitchhiking using a special drive, to a special device to jump onto the Vogon ship, they are captured, and tortured by the Vogons by having the Vogons read him poetry. So anyway, after they are tortured or whatnot, they are sentenced to be evacuated into the into space, you know. So right as they're dumped out into space, it just so happens the Heart of Gold jumps into the same spot where they're at, so they're picked up. You know, luckily for them, you know. What's the probability of that, all that happening, right? So upon landing on the ship, they send out Marvin, who is this manically depressed robot who's duly played by Alan Rickman doing his voice, which I think is brilliant. Just the way Alan Rickman's voice sounds, you know, and just how deadpan he is. He does a perfect portrayal of Marvin and his depressed, constantly dour ways, you know. And it's also played by Warwick Davis, who actually is the man inside the suit, you know, because Marvin's pretty short. But it's such a great character, loving it to death. It's very, you know, kind of steals the show in my opinion. It's definitely one of my favorite characters, you know. And we also have John Malkovich, who plays Humakavula, who is he was running against Zaphod Beeblebrox to be president of the galaxy, but he lost. But he wants Zaphod to go get him a gun from Magrathea, which is this planet that they're trying to find, which is home to the supercomputer called oh no, I forgot the name. Deep Thought. My bad. Deep Thought, you know. So they go out there and they meet Deep Thought and stuff, and they have to get this gun, you know. But I'm getting ahead of myself, and I'm actually jumping all over the place. There's just, this movie has a lot going on in the short amount of time that they get to play in. But basically, Zaphod Beeblebrox stole the Heart of Gold to go and find Deep Thought to find out the meaning of life, you know, because he wants to be known forever, you know, and being president is fleeting. But the guy who figures out the meaning of life, which apparently is 42, by the way, he's going to be remembered forever. He's going to be famous forever, you know, and it's a big deal to him, right? So he's got to get to Magrathea to go talk to Deep Thought. But the problem is that Deep Thought knows the answer but doesn't know the question. So they had to devise another computer to figure out what the ultimate question is for the answer of 42. Alright? So along the way, while they're in Magrathea, or, you know, Ford, Prefect, Trillion, and Zaphod Beeblebrox jump through this portal to a different dimension where they were able to talk to Deep Thought. The whole time, Marvin and Arthur Dent are sitting there on the planet when Bill Nye, not the science guy, the other one, shows up, and he tells Arthur that he's got to come with him, you know, because it's important. So anyway, Bill Nye's character, his name is Starty Bartfast. There we go. Sorry, it's a little rough, you know, and he doesn't want to tell Arthur at first, you know, he's like, it's not important who I am. But anyway, turns out that while they're getting the information from Deep Thought that planet Earth was the computer, Bill Nye's character, Starty Bartfast, is actually a planet builder, and he had made a backup of Earth that was going to be replacing the Earth that was destroyed, because it wasn't supposed to be destroyed, because it's the computer that's supposed to figure out what's going on, right? For these multi-dimensional beings who on Earth are mice. So anyway, it all culminates with these mice capturing Arthur Dent and being like, we need to tear you apart to find out what the answer is, which he just like, he's like, dude, like, I've gone through all this stuff, I've gone through all this life, and you know what, it doesn't matter what the answer is, because to me, it's this chick that I'm madly in love with. So anyway, you know, 42, how many, you know, it's the answer, nobody knows the question, you know what I mean? But ultimately, I think this was a great portrayal of this movie. Great characters. really, you know, Mos Def is awesome as an actor. Martin Freeman is kind of a one-tune kind of dude. He's basically Martin Freeman all the time, you know. So this is one of the first things I ever saw him as. But like, you know, I've seen him in other things, like even The Hobbit, and like, dude is just him. You know what I mean? I don't know what more to say about the guy. But Sam Rockwell definitely stole the show in this one as well, as the crazy eccentric Zaphod Beeblebrox, you know. He played him so well, you know. I didn't even realize it was him. I couldn't figure out who it was, you know, because never seen him with long hair, long blonde hair at that, you know. And like I said, Alan Rickman voicing Marvin was just perfect, you know. And there's a lot of other like beats in this movie that I can't really get to right now. Otherwise, this video would literally be as long as the movie, because there's just so much to talk about, just visually, you know, thematically, the music, that scene with the opening act with the dolphins, man, that's so great. So long and thanks for all the fish, you know, such an awesome, fun song. You know, just you guys, if you haven't seen this movie, do yourself a favor, go rent it right now. I think it's still free on YouTube Movies. You know, you can probably watch it there too. But definitely worth a watch, you know. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been a Dirtbag review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, please like, share, and subscribe. Share with your friends, because sharing is caring. And I'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Firme, Holmes.